Hello, my name is Bianca from the Ukrainian Actors and Actresses Fandom. Today at Vertical Voices, I have another guest from the audience. Today, it's actually, maybe you all saw her already, or at least what she is doing. Today is my guest, Vicky from Verti.Verse, and welcome to my podcast.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. I said maybe a lot people seen what you already did because you have something special. But before we talking about it, let's hear how you got into the vertical space.
I got into verticals in August 23 due to advertising on Facebook.
Oh, like
And
we all.
yes, I think I saw it between two messages from friends on my home screen. And I thought it looked interesting and I watched it. And then it just stopped and what? I need to download an app. What? Then I will get the app. And I downloaded the app. It started again. And I said, well, I saw that. And I started to scroll. And then I reached the paywall and it was like, what? Damn. And I watched the ads and I couldn't wait till the other day to finish that. I actually paid for that. And afterwards, I was so mad. The story was great. I loved that. But it was so expensive and they didn't have subscriptions at the time. You only could buy coins. And I got the coins and afterwards I said, never again. Way too expensive. And I was able to stay away from verticals for 3 more months. And then my boyfriend decided to move out and split. And I was devastated. And the first advertising I've seen caught me and it never let me go again.
With us all, or most of us all. I had the same actually. I saw on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook some ads, and they uploaded always episode by episode. And on one point, they didn't post it how it's going on. They said, hold on, where can I see the rest? But meantime, they showed already the next story. And I said, let's see what's that about. And sometimes after maybe 10 episodes, they finish it again. I said, what the hell they are doing? How is the story going on? Because I didn't knew that there is an app for it. I only seen really the episodes. And after a while, I figured out, hey, there are apps and you have to pay for it. And but they got us all hooked or
Yes,
captivated. Do you remember what was your first vertical you seen?
made it to my Forbidden Alpha with Casey Esser and Autumn Noel.
Ooh, ain't it the first vertical from Casey? I'm not
No,
sure. No, because they only his first vertical faded to my Forbidden Alpha. It's the
yeah,
first vertical Casey made.
yes, exactly.
Yeah,
It's the second vertical in general. The first one was the one with Jared Harper,
the double life of my billionaire
Billionaire
husband.
Husband. Yes, exactly. That's the first ever released.
Oh,
And
I
the
didn't know
second
that.
was Faded to my Forbidden Alpha.
I thought Faded for My Forbidden Alpha was the first one. And
I
I
thought so
must,
too.
okay, because I couldn't really remember which one I seen first. It was The Double Life of My Billionaire Husband or Contracted Love with Noah Fernley. I started watching both at the same time. I guess it was Contracted Love with Noah Fernley. And I figured out after I heard that the director was Danny Farber, I texted him and said, hey, we both had our first vertical with your movie, and he said, "Hey, that's great." But since then, there are so many verticals from all over the world, and in these apps, you can not just see verticals which are made, for example, in the US. You also can see sometimes verticals made in China, where the verticals coming originally from. Do you watch those verticals as well?
No, never.
I tried it a few times, but to be honest, it's very exhausting to listening and reading all the time the subtitles. But more important, I think the ladies in these verticals always have a squeaky voice, and I can't stand this. If they always having a so high voice, and you know that's not their original voice. They changing it, and I can't take it serious if there's a billionaire CEO looks like 19 but acting like he is the most important man all over the world. Sorry, I can't take it for serious. Nah, that's why I'm not watching it. I guess there are a lot of good stories, but I can't watch them.
I get that. I avoid them because of the abuse. I've tried a few, and I've seen advertising for the Chinese one, but the abuse I've seen in those, it was like, can I slap that guy through my phone for this girl? Because actually, why would someone tolerate such behavior? And
Yeah,
I couldn't stand that. Besides the fact that the voices are hard to handle, I remember that on Flareflow, to get enough coins, I had to watch some of those verticals, but I just muted my phone and
yeah.
let it play while I did something else because it's the trope was interesting indeed. He's some sort of god and punishes her even though she's innocent and such things. And I think I would watch something like that if it's without the amount of abuse I've seen.
But it's the same like in a lot of Western verticals made in US because they choose the stories from China and just translated it, sometimes in a bad way. But they have the abusive plots as well. And what's make me so mad is if someone get humiliated or beaten up, no one steps in.
Yes,
No one steps in. They only looking shocked or said, "You deserve it. You are nobody." No, step in. And it's the same way if someone get abused like that, for example, in a banquet scene, and then you hear just stop it. You don't see this person yet because this person never entered at this point the building, and then the door open and the person comes in. How the person can look through the walls and say stop it? That's kind of stupid, but I hope they will change it because it's so unnecessary. In my
yes,
eyes, it's
exactly.
so unnecessary. There are so many great genres or storylines where you don't need that. I always can repeat myself, you can't leave the abusement or violence out of verticals. Best example is if you have a mafia boss, he have to be cruel sometimes. He
Yes,
can't hand out some flowers that don't make sense.
yes,
If it's good for the storyline, then it's okay. As
yes.
long it's not over acted. Because for me, for example, I don't like this overacting. That you have a few episodes, not just a few, a lot episodes regarding is he a fraud or is it not a fraud? Is it him or is it not him? You are nobody, and it's so exhausting. How do you think about it?
Just like that. It's mostly the banquet humiliation scenes, I think, where you have this over the top. And I can't stand that. I don't watch them for, I think, almost 2 years now because it hits too close to home for me. Experience I made myself at school, and I don't want to see that. I don't need reminders of my childhood, and therefore, thanks, but no thanks. I stopped. Even with my favorite actor, he has such a vertical as well. And I endured almost everything to watch him. But the one vertical he has with such ongoing humiliation, I stopped it.
Who is your favorite actor?
Peak.
Ooh, Vicky Sadhana, is it the name?
Sadhana.
Sadhana. Sorry for the wrong pronunciation. Um,
It's difficult.
it's there are a lot of stories which are really interesting because they bringing out more and more new genres, and I think it's necessary that they bring something out new. And I mean, I'm I'm a fan from mafia movies, but recently there are not that much mafia or vampire or werewolf movies no more. It's more now for the young adult, high school, college, etc.
Or CEO.
That's never, you will never leave that out. And it's not just a
Probably.
millionaire, no, it's a billionaire.
I had yesterday. I had a vertical with billionaire in the title. Actually,
Oh.
I would like to see the number written in numbers because I don't know what a zillionaire is actually.
Oh Lord. No, but what kind of genre is your favorite? What do you like to watch more?
I honestly don't have preferences like that. It depends on the vertical. I like mafia. I like young adult. I like sports.
So
Yeah,
you are an all-rounder.
yes,
Yeah,
absolutely. It always depends on my mood. Everything in my life depends on my mood and emotions. That's
that's
same
that's
for favorite song, favorite film, favorite vertical. It varies. The only thing that I don't vary is which actors I like. I like a lot, but I only have one favorite.
and since you are watching, I assume a lot of verticals, you created something. Do you want
Yes.
to explain to us what are you doing and why you are doing it?
Oh, why I'm doing it? Because obviously I'm insane and crazy, and maybe I have too much free time as a mother of five, single mother of five kids. I don't know, but honestly, I had the urge to give something back
Okay,
to
what are you
the
doing? Because right now
I
the audience who don't know you, they are still trying to figure out what you are doing.
I created a spreadsheet with all the actors and actresses, 200 right now, with all the verticals and in which app you can find them.
That's actually great. I mean, there are pages like IMDb, but if you don't know for who you are looking for, or in, they are not always correctly filled out because sometimes the actors don't fill out those pages themselves. So there are some missing. And if you have an overview, that's amazing. Maybe you
Yeah.
guys seen it already, and it's really, really helpful to see that. And you said you have around 200 actors and actresses in there?
Yes, right now. I'm
Oh,
still
wow.
adding.
That feels familiar. I recently added 24 new actors and actresses to my fandom. I know how you are feeling. But are there, for example, some actors who contacting you and figuring out by your work in which verticals they are? Because some of them I know they forgot in which verticals they acted in. Do they appreciate it?
Some, yes. I got a cameo from a very close friend from Nick Ritako.
Ooh.
And in this cameo, he said he uses my list as well. And I recently added Ben Whalen, and he even commented that this is very helpful because the fans keep asking in which verticals he starred, and he lost track. Now he can refer to my list.
That's amazing. I mean, it's like I created the well, I founded this fandom. It's a win-win situation for the community, but also for the actors, for the community, so they can find something about their favorite actors and actresses, and if they have one, they can see in which else verticals you can see this person. But also for the actors, because you have an overview like that, not just the community can see it, but also other directors, casting agents, producers, etc. And they can take a look at these verticals in which this actor or actress acted already in, and maybe they decided to invite them for an audition and
Yeah.
maybe get a role. And that's so important. I like that a lot. We are kind of in the same boat.
Yes.
You have a spreadsheet. I have it on Discord because you know it yourself. You can't post it on Instagram, Facebook, etc. Because if you have to update something, you have to delete a full posting. and then you will lose all the likes and comments, and you know how it is. We need the algorithm. It's pretty hard to do it on social media. And yes, you always have to go to a different app or or use a different app. But that's totally fine. That's totally fine
Yeah.
if you want to get these information. I've seen a lot of you. What you are not just creating this list, you also very good. I guess what is the name in Canvas? You create all the pictures yourself and reels.
Yeah.
I guess you found your love in it to create something like that.
Most of the time. Not always. There are days when I came from work, for example, and I sat in front of my computer and thought I wanted to add at least 5 new actors today, but I'm so exhausted. And then my boys keep arguing with each other, and that's then the point when I decide, okay, no, I'm gonna get myself. I get my iPad. I'm gonna watch a vertical now, and once I made this decision, it's done for the day. But most of the days, it's like fulfilling because I know that a lot of people are grateful for the list. I have most of the people write me a private message to say thank you that they found the list through an actor or someone else, and that they now can finally watch all the verticals of this one actor they really like. And it's like fuel to my motor.
That I can agree. It's the same with me. I'm watching verticals to escape my depression and my problems and my stress, and it's calms me down. And but also it calms me down to work on my fandom work, and it's not something which you do just oh, let's do it 1 hour a day. Sometimes it takes much more time to work on it. I had times while I was working around 12 hours a day to do the fandom work. And maybe you don't see it on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. But if you come to Discord, you will see what I created there. And it's not made just in 1 or 2 hours. If I just would work 1 or 2 hours a day, believe me, I wouldn't be there where I am right now. And I guess it's the same with you. On some days, we are not doing anything at all because real life rules. But there are days where we are working a lot on it.
Yes,
And if you see the appreciation, I have a problem always with
appreciation.
this. Thank you. This
Like,
word is, I should blacklist this word. No, but if you see how thankful and grateful the actors are, or the production company, or directors, to see where they can see these people too, it's very helpful. And it doesn't matter where these actors are, if they are in Canada, America, Australia, or in my case in Ukraine. They are really helpful, well, thankful for the support we are giving to them because they don't have the time to write everything down, to take a look at their contracts, which movies did I do, and stuff like that. We are helping them.
yes.
That's it's great. And if you guys want to see this list, I will link Vicky later in the description of this conversation on YouTube, and you will find her on Instagram, and in her bio you will find the link to it. So if you need to know where your favorite actor or actress is acting, and visit Vicky. But how was it for you, or did you seen already Ukrainian verticals? How did you found out that there are verticals from Ukraine?
Yes, I've seen a lot of Ukrainian verticals. I stumbled across advertising from my trauma. In the beginning, it was just another app with verticals, and I downloaded it. I figured more ads to watch, and I really like them. I did not know that they are from the Ukraine in the beginning. It was just, oh, they have some Eastern European actors in the States. And it took a while till I figured that they actually from the Ukraine, due to your fandom actually. And I really like them because they usually have unique stories, not as much violence like the American ones because they don't take the Chinese scripts, and they usually have different approach to act like the American verticals, and that makes them very special in my eyes.
And the way how they are shooting it. I heard, for example, in an interview of Kiki Frex and at Talented Universe, he said the difference between shooting in the States or in China or in Ukraine is sometimes how many cameras they are using. In China, they're using 3 to 4 cameras. In the States, two. And in Ukraine, they used only one camera sometimes. And he was wondering how they are doing it. And it still looks so amazing. But I can tell you, a lot of the crew members are experienced in the horizontal space and yeah, have a clue about cinematic filming. And you can see it sometimes in the light, how they shoot it. It's pretty nice to see and look at the landscape of Ukraine. Even if there's a war at the moment, there are so beautiful places.
Yes.
It's nice to see, and I like it also that there are cultural differences between verticals from Australia, from Canada, from America. You can see the difference how they shoot those verticals, but that makes
Yes.
it, in my eyes, more interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's very visible.
Which vertical from Ukraine was your first one? Can you remember? I have a guess.
It was with Bogdan.
Oh, then I
I know
guessed it
that.
wrong.
I think it was The Captive Bride.
Love Captive to the Mafia Boss
Yes.
with
Yeah,
Anastasia Ivanyuk.
that was the first one.
Because most who I'm asking saying the first one was The Shy Beauty with the Billionaire Beast with Nazar Graba and Sasha Anika, but you took another one. And is it for you? How do you say it? Is there a big difference for you? For example, the appearance of the actors to the rest of the world? Because I think there is a different, but I like it a lot.
Wow. How to describe that?
And if you don't know it in English, say it in German, because Vicky is from Germany as well.
No, their physique is different. They are not as tall as most of the male leads you have in the American verticals. They are not that bulky, but still attractive. More, I would say, approachable.
They still have abs, the guys, and the ladies are beautiful from Ukraine.
Oh, yeah.
Hello. But they are looking like maybe the guy from next door could
Yeah,
be.
exactly. Could be my
Uh,
neighbor. Yes.
and where we well trained, because I see the stories, what they are doing in the gym. Oh, holy crap. But there's a difference. And is there an actress or an actor which you like to watch?
I have so many. I could name three favorites. Artem Plonda, Bogdan Ruban, and Nazar Kraba. Oh, Max.
And the ladies?
No,
You don't
they.
have.
I can't remember their names. I have some that I really like to watch, but the Ukrainian ladies are all so immensely beautiful and talented. It's just breathtaking, every single one of them. There are some guys where I think, well, yeah, okay, he's a good actor. That's the most important part for me in a vertical, that they actually can act. But the ladies are every time just, wow, where did they get them? Because it's always a beauty. It's always a
Yeah,
beauty.
the ladies, I always call them, they are my queens, all of
Yeah,
them. And
goddesses.
and I what I like if I see it in the stories and the flower bouquets which they have sometimes, even if they get them in private. Holy crap, I don't know what they are, how much they are cost in or they cost in Ukraine. But here in Germany, you would pay a fortune for sometimes for those bouquets, and it looks so beautiful. and they have all style, males and females. If you see private pictures of them, they their clothing style looks always great. I wish I had the style like that.
Me too.
How is it for you to decide if you want to watch a vertical? It don't have to be a Ukrainian one, but what makes you decide you want to watch this vertical? The actors in it, the title of the story, the genre. What is it? What you make you feel, hey, I want to watch this vertical?
Never the title. Never. Usually, I don't look for trailers. If I see a trailer, then I watch it and make a decision if I want to watch that or not. But in 99%, it's an actor in the vertical.
For example, in the next days, there will be a new vertical with a genre which is actually brand new. I didn't seen it yet somewhere. I'm looking right now for the name for it.
The Fae one.
Where is it? There it is. The Fae King is my shadow daddy. The
Yes.
title, hello. But it looks kind of like the guys looked with their elf ears or fae ears. They look like in the Lord of the Rings. And I'm curious. I want to watch it.
Yes, I'm gonna watch it for sure.
Definitely. And I like it a lot that there are always more new genres coming out. And we have our regular genres, but is there a genre which you would like to see more in more, want to see more in the space or a brand new genre? How is it?
Musicals.
Musical? Isn't there a one coming out soon?
They add music, but as far as I know, they don't sing themselves.
Oh,
What I mean is Luke Brewer. He recently posted a Christmas song he sang on his Instagram, and I was speechless for
yeah.
half an hour, and I kept watching and watching and on repeat because where the hell did this guy hide his voice? And how can someone sing so amazing? Or Brooke Mottram, same. She has such an amazing voice, and I want to hear them in a vertical, like La La Land style,
Yeah.
because I'm so sure they they have so many actors who can actually sing. They need to make that happen.
Definitely, there are a lot of talents out there. And did you see it in the Ukrainian verticals? For example, in the age gap, Bogdan Ruban
Yeah.
is singing their original song as Brennan Stroke. In Love You, no, Hate You, Love You, Hate You, Eugene Liznichi is singing on the street, and oh my God, his voice. Oh, I always told him, hey, you need to bring out an album. And he said, I will do it someday. I only sing once a year a song. So we have to wait a long time for it. And recently in his Holy Obsession, I don't know if you watched this vertical already, Alexandra Pankova. This vertical had kind of sister act vibe. And Alexandra Pankova were singing in the church. And I mean, I'm not religious, but this voice, I had goosebumps all over.
I tried to find the song, actually. I watched verticals on my iPad and I took my phone and tried to search the song. You can't find it.
I
You
guess
can't.
maybe it's an original.
I think so too. I think
But
so too.
but sometimes, no, it's not my drama. If it would be a vertical on my drama, they have on Spotify, for example, of some their shows, they have the soundtrack. If you want to hear, for example, Scarlet Seduction or I'm Her Most Dangerous Obsession, you can go to Spotify. I'm not sure how about other streaming platforms, but they have the soundtrack on there. Maybe it will come out someday. I'm not sure. I have to ask Alexandra if it's an original or what song it is. Because I loved it. I see a few months ago while they were shooting this vertical, I saw some BTS and she sang. Oh my God. It was just a small sneak peek, but I always, if she's singing, I have goosebumps. If
Yeah.
I'm if I'm singing, if you have a party and you have karaoke night and you want that everyone is going home, let me sing. I will clear out the
Same
room
for me.
because I'm so bad in remembering the lyrics. Oh, holy crap. It's nothing for me. Maybe
No,
the
I know all the lyrics. That's the biggest problem. I know all the lyrics, but I'm a bad singer, really bad. I can't hold the tone, and no, it's not good. If you want to get a room empty, let me sing.
invite Vicky and me to your party if you want that everyone is going home and you don't have to spend so much money on your guest. Invite us. We are gladly helping you out. Oh Lord. Do you have any questions about Ukrainian verticals or something? Is there anything? I mean, we're talking a lot in private always, but is there something what you are interested in?
No, I think I always have all the information on your Discord. You're
Yeah,
so active on there, and I keep popping in. Usually I'm invisible because I'm on so many server and I don't want them to see me online. So I usually keep hiding that I'm online.
that's
And
totally fine. I'm invisible on there as well. So I'm invisible on there as well. And it doesn't matter if you are, if it shows you online or not. And even if you're just reading in there, that's totally fine too. And if you want to precipitate with the other members of the community in a chat, you are always more than welcome. It's all up to you. We have one another official on there. They are just reading too. It's totally fine. But I'm happy that I can help you there if you need some help. Are there in your list some Ukrainian actors as well?
yes, I think I have four. My three favorites, of
Yeah.
course. Oh, no, wait, there are more. I have Volodymyr,
Volodymyr Pelech?
yeah, and Dima Rylan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it from the Ukrainians. I'm not 100% sure, but I think
But if you
those
need
five
help with that, you always can take a look and reach out.
will
That's what
do.
I'm always also saying to the people who writing reviews. I am so untalented writing reviews. I'm not a writer. I'm a talker, and if you write a review or something, or you want to tag these actors and don't know who they are, reach out. I can help you. I try my best to find everything out.
Same.
I have to admit, if I have verticals, which are, for example, of Volodymyr Pelech or Dima Rylan, and they are acting in America in a vertical, and I need the other actors' names or something. I'm trying sometimes to get on your list to check out if you have it already in there, so I can figure it out if I don't find it on IMDb, because I don't know always the American actors' names no more. I used to know a lot, because what I'm doing right now with the Ukrainians, I did before with all actors worldwide, but I'm so and not used to it no more. I forgot a lot, and there are a lot new actors and new talents which approach. Do you say approach the business? I like that a lot. But while I'm talking about so many new talents, recently there is a message that an A-list actor is joining the vertical space on Candy Jar. What is his name?
I,
Hi, Gibbs, right? What do you think about it?
I think for the black actors, this is the right decision because they need someone to draw attention to get funding because the big apps don't feel obligated to more diversity. And I think we need more diversity because did you ever
Yeah.
see an original American? And I don't mean American like
We have to
Native
take care.
Americans.
We have to
Native
take care that we
Americans.
don't discriminate anyone.
Yes.
Yeah,
It
that's and I must say I saw only once way back in Vertical where all the actors in there been black. Only one.
On Candy Jar, and that was a
No,
one-time
it
only
wasn't Candy
thing.
Jar. It was somewhere else. I don't know where it was, but it's been 2024 something. I guess at this point
Okay.
was Candy Jar Galatea, or if it's already been out there, I don't know about it. But it wasn't on there. It was somewhere else. But yes, on back then it was Galatea TV, I guess. They had the diversity a few times, and I like that a lot. It's the same with gay verticals. It's so necessary to have them because the audience is so
Yep.
different and it's necessary to be diverse. My opinion about that A-list actors joining the vertical space is on one side, yes, it's in one way it's good. The vertical space get more pulled in the spotlight, so more people learn more about so-called verticals, what they are. But on the other hand, I know the A-listers, you know what they are usually earning for their movies, and most verticals are kind of low budget. And there are already the payment between actors and actresses are different. That actresses are earning mostly less than the males. And then is there an A-lister who gets a lot more than everyone else? I see there a problem. Then they should become all equal. And I don't want that many A-list actors joining this scene because there are too many other talents who just maybe started acting. They wouldn't get the chance to get a role if the apps prefer to hire some A-list actors and actresses. But if they are sometimes in a cameo or something, one of the A-listers are joining, that's fine as long as they don't take over. And I mean, I recently saw a posting where it says Kim Kardashian wants to join the vertical space. And I said, hell no. It's like here in Germany. Here in Germany, verticals are not common. And we had the first casting call here in Germany. But believe it or not, they are not looking for actors. They're looking for influencers with a special amount of followers. And I'm sorry, if you want to have success, don't hire influencers because they don't have a clue about acting. They are fit in maybe in reality shows, which I, by the way, hate a lot. Because it's, if I would watch something like that, I'm always sitting there and say, oh my God, I'm so ashamed about that. How someone can act like that or behave like that. But we have so many young talents even here in Germany, and they looking for German-speaking verticals, which it's somehow it's okay for Germany, but if you really want to have success, work on an international basis because then you have more viewers, more possibilities. And that's why I don't want a Kim Kardashian in there. She is rich enough, she don't have to join there. And she definitely can't act, even if she thinks she can. But nah, use the actors. There are a lot good talents. That's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
opinion about it.
I'm pro Taye, but I'm against
And
any
hello, it's
A-listers.
Ty. Did you see this gentleman? I guess all
Yes.
the ladies say, okay, welcome to the industry.
But it's not just the looks.
Good
I, for
actor.
myself, would not categorize Taye as A-list, B-list maybe. But even a white B-list actor, I'm not for that because white male have the tendency to draw everything, to control everything, or to try to control everything. And we don't need those in the vertical space because
Yeah.
we have the well-known actors who do pretty well. We have new people joining the space with talent, and it's not the same to act in a vertical like in a horizontal. If you watch, for example, interviews with John Henry, he always
John Henry
explains
Richardson.
he always explains so good the differences, and they shoot so much faster, and it's just not the same, and you have to get used to it. And I think in case of Taye, they need this attention
Yeah,
that he will bring, because
definitely.
we need more black people of color. We need more lesbian. Where the hell are the lesbian verticals? I know there is one just finished, but where are the other ones? Where is the second one?
There are 3 lesbian verticals. Two of them are made in Ukraine.
Yes,
It's I Am Her Most Dangerous Obsession and Chained by Her Love. And then there is a knockoff of Her Most Dangerous Obsession and Sold to the Possessive Mafia Boss in English, in an American way. It's, I guess, Her Heart Held Hostage. I call it knockoff because we've seen this storyline now 3 times. And those are actually the only 3 verticals where I seen a lesbian couple. I guess in Kaylee there was a lesbian couple too, but
yes,
it was not the main part.
no,
It was just a side effect. But in these 3 verticals, the lesbian couple had the lead roles. And it's funny. Well, don't misunderstand me. And I don't want to upset anyone, but I seen it, for example, with the 2 verticals with Lee Berlinska. The fans really thought she is a lesbian. And they were totally shocked after I told them she is in real life married and have a son. And
yeah, I get that, but honestly, it's not our part to dig into that. That's their private life, and it shouldn't be discussed if some
if
actor
you,
is gay or
I
not.
I totally agree with you. Usually I'm not doing it, but if you would have seen the messages and they threatened even with hurting themselves and stuff like that, it wasn't fun no more. Beside that, she publicly talking about that, and that's why it's fine. Because if you know me, I never ask any private questions because it's not my business. And if the actor or the crew members want to tell us something, they can go for it. We all like gossip, but it's not our business to ask for it. And
Yeah,
that's the boundary which everyone shouldn't overstep and respect that.
yes, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, and my messages went crazy, I can tell you. And it was shocking sometimes. It was really shocking.
I have some messages. They are problematic sometimes.
Regarding your list?
Not directly. Some people think that the actors gave me like the job or the task to do that. And they keep asking, did you meet those people, that one? And some even confuse me for the actor, where I say, this says Verti.Verse, not.
I have it a few times as well. For example, I'm posting if I know the birth date of the actors, I'm posting it on my feed on Instagram. And how often do I get happy birthday to you? I wish you all the best. And I said, you should send this message to the actor or to the actress because this person can't read my DM. Oh, okay. Sorry. But that's it's okay. And but there are sometimes messages where you really think it's difficult. Let's say it this way. It's really difficult.
Yes, yes, it
Yeah.
is. And the regarding my list, I got messages demanding you have to add this vertical to that actor. And mostly as reaction to a story. I recently posted a story and then someone wrote to me, I have to add that vertical. And I answered, but that's not the actor from that vertical. If you go to the list and look this actor up, you will see it's there. I
Yeah.
already posted that.
And that's a problem, for example, with IMDb. I know while I started this fandom in end of February 2025, there was no profile of the Ukrainian actors.
No.
And now you can find some, but they are not made mostly by the actor themselves. Some fans or even production companies posting that, but unfortunately not in a correct way. So I always can say, for example, Lee Berlinska, she have 3, 4, 5 pages on there. and her first name and her last name are spelled differently. And some verticals, if they post the verticals, they're adding actors to the list, which is not even in this vertical. And I would say, I would demand, if you are brave and post want to fill out this information on IMDb, that's fine. But then use the correct information. And if you add actors to a vertical, then at least add the role name as well, and not just the actor. If you want to do the work, do it correctly and properly, not just halfway. Because I ignore right now all information which are on IMDb, because in my eyes, I would say 95% are not correct. There are always
Yeah.
mistakes. And I don't want to sound cocky, and I am not perfect at all. But if you come to me, because I get mostly the information out of firsthand. I mean, sometimes I don't even have to ask no more because I'm so deep into it. I recognize my actors. And sometimes I have to ask, but I get it out of firsthand
Yeah.
from actors and crew members out of the verticals, and they give me the correct information. So in this case, I would say my information are more correct. And I could do much more, but my mental health don't let me always do so much. But still, I guess I created there something good, and I never ever thought about that it would become so big. Never. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
get that. I get
That
that.
that's so crazy. I mean, it must be the same with you and your list.
Absolutely.
That's
Kevin Carter
crazy.
started to follow me today, and
Ooh,
it just blew my mind when the message popped up. Cayman Cardiff with the blue tick. That's the most important part at this point. Is following me. And it's like, wow, this is getting even bigger. And I mean, I'm close to 850 followers now, which is huge for me because my private account, and I'm very careful who can follow me and who I follow with my private account. I'm below 200 with
yeah, me
following
too.
and followers. And I know that people get to my account because I have it linked in Verti.Verse, because I want to know, or I want people to know who I am, not on a private base, but just look, this is someone human managing this list. This is not a robot. This is not a company. This is one person doing all by herself.
Yeah.
And therefore, I link my private account, and I can see that a lot of people go to my private account because I actually see how many people viewed my private profile. But it's private. It will stay private. But it's just 150 more followers around it, and I could do lives, and that's
Yeah.
something. Wow, it seems so huge,
Yeah,
and
it's the same with me. I mean, I just reached 1,500, and the last 500 went so fast. It's the same like on Facebook. There was one point where a lot of Ukrainians started following me, and I said, "What happening? What happening?" And during, I guess, 3 weeks, I had 50 or 60 new friends, because I don't have a page on Facebook. I have a normal account, and they are asking all the time for friendships. And I guess in the past 1.5 months, I gained around 150 new friends, mostly Ukrainians, and I don't know what happened. But everyone is welcome, even if my fandom is an English-speaking fandom, because the community is from all over the world, and everyone should understand equally what's going on. So that's why I'm not answering, even if some people answering under my postings in their native language. I'm translating it, yes, but I'm always answering in English, because I'm not starting to answer always in the language with the person wrote. I mean, Nah, it would be too much. But I want that everyone understand what's going on. And I mean, if you are already in the vertical space and you're watching all those English speaking movies, you should know English. So that wouldn't be a problem.
Yes, yes, I agree.
And
And it's well enough for Facebook.
I must say,
Nobody.
I must say, last week or something, I had to make a posting on TikTok because I didn't post it on TikTok in a while. Because it's really too much. If you have Facebook, you have YouTube, you have Instagram, you have Discord, you have TikTok. And now, recently, I made a profile on LinkedIn. It's pretty much though, and I didn't post it much. I just shared the Amo pictures content on there, and I had to make an announcement because under my postings there been some users who said, if the other people ask, "Hey, where can I watch it?" and I said, first of all, there's a reel. You see all the actors who are acting in there. You see the role names. You see in which app it is. Just read the description. But anyway, even if they ask for the where they can watch the full story, and people, yeah, commented, "Hey, I have the full version here. You can contact me. I give it you for free." And I block instantly everyone who's offering something like that. There's a reason why they're using the app. Yes, we all don't have always the money to buy all those subscription. But in my fandom, you don't offer an illegal way for others to watch it. And that's why I had to do this announcement. And I don't care who you are. If you're offering something like that in my comments, you will get blocked. And I mean, they need to earn the money to make more great stories for us.
Exactly.
And I know there is something like Daily Motion. And yes, on the beginning, I watched a few shows on Daily Motion as well because I'm jobless. I can't afford all those subscriptions. But I stopped watching on Daily Motion because the quality. They put some filters on it. To explain it, who don't know what Dailymotion is. Dailymotion is actually a website or an app where they stream these verticals where you actually have to pay for it. They recorded them and publish them there. So it's actually kind of illegal, but it's a public site. And that nobody is stealing these movies, they put some filters on it, or they put right in the middle of the movie a big watermark on it. So it's so irritating to watch the show. So I don't do that no more. It's difficult. And yes, everything in life is expensive. And unfortunately, it feels like almost every new vertical from all over the world is, if there's a new release, there's a new release of a new app as well. I wish there would be only like on the beginning, maybe 10, 15 apps, but not more.
Even that would be too much. I have yearly subscriptions to, I think, 5 apps. I keep forgetting the 5th app every time I get asked. But the year has 12 months. And if you would have 12 apps with 12 yearly subscriptions, you would have to pay this huge amount because they usually are above 100 euros. You have your fair share, and most of the viewers are women. Most of them are either at home, stay-at-home moms, for example, or single moms, for example. And the average woman doesn't have a billionaire husband.
No, unfortunately, the billionaire CEO didn't ring my doorbell either yet.
Same.
There's my name on the door, but still, it didn't happen yet.
Same. And sadly, I know exactly who the father of my children is, and I know he's not a billionaire, so no one's looking for an heir in my house. That's not happening as well. I have to work actually work to pay for those apps, and there are a lot of apps I really like, but I just can't afford. For example, Drama Pops. I wanted to get a yearly subscription for Drama Pops because they have amazing content. And I opened the app on my iPad and I almost fell off my chair when I saw the price. And I thought it's it's always cheaper on Android. So I went to my phone.
Oh, really? Because I heard some things are on. I can take a look. I have both phones here. Let me check.
You can have it cheaper on iPhone if you want subscribed. I have that as well, but on your Android, it's only €5 less for the yearly.
Let me take a look. On the Android, I pay for weekly 22.99 and the yearly 224.99. Now let's take a look with iPhone. Where is Drama Pops? Oh, come on, load.
It's 229.
Yes, for the yearly, but the weekly is exact the same.
But I think €22 is way too much for weekly. You get
Yes,
that for
I would
monthly.
say 10 euros. It's affordable.
Yes.
And not more.
Yes.
If
Yes.
you see it, if you, because Drama Pops, for example, they don't offer you a monthly subscription, only weekly and yearly. It's still 40, if it's with 10 euros, it would still be 40 euros a month. And if you don't have the money, that's a lot of money. And now just count it. 4 times 22.99. That's a lot of money.
Exactly. And the point for me is, especially Drama Pops, they don't release that much. And I was able to watch 4 verticals now in the last few days, from the very start to the very beginning, because I saved so many of those credits.
Are you a person who is collecting coins on these apps, or, and if you collect, well, if you watch ads to collect coins, do you collect as much that you can watch the vertical in total, or you watch always a few episodes till the coins are gone and you have to collect again?
I would prefer to watch it in one go, like a film. Absolutely. And I do that on the apps where I have the yearly subscription. But like, for example, Drama Pops, I don't have a subscription there. Same for Drama TV. Drama TV has bugs, so many bugs, and therefore I don't want to subscribe there. As long as they don't fix those bugs, I won't subscribe. On Drama TV, it's watch as many episodes you can, 7, sometimes 8, because with how the bug affects my app, I can collect the login credits, but they are not enough for one episode. Every few days, I have another episode extra to the 7 advertisings I can watch. And the other bug is that if I start the vertical and watch 7 times the ad to watch another episode, it's taking away the ads I could watch to get credits. I can get either credits or watch an entire episode.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I watched the episode because I have a whole episode for one ad. But when I watch one ad in the area where you log in, it's not enough for one whole episode. And
that's crazy. And if you just buy coins for most apps, if you want to watch a full vertical, you pay around 40 to 60 euros for one show. And that's insane. And if you also think about the app earn this money, but the actors don't have anything of it. They get paid just once while they are shooting, and that's it. And that's crazy. And it's not possible to watch it all. But there are always people from the audience who will get these coins, who will get subscriptions, because some of them are still working or have the opportunity to have the money. And that's totally fine. And that's the diversity which we have in the audience. But it's so hard. And recently, it feels like every single day there are new releases, around 10, 15 new verticals, and on different apps, not just on one, on different apps. And you can't watch them all. the day have only 24 hours, and you have a real life as well. Like you said, you are a mom of five and you are working and so on. It's not possible. If they have this speed, I saw a lot of verticals where the quality went down. The quality went down so bad. And yes, I'm from the Ukrainian actors and actresses fandom, but I'm watching also verticals from all over the world. And I see that how bad sometimes this becomes. And it's actually sad. I would prefer to release less new shows, but with more
More
quality.
quality. Yes. Yes. And for the both of us, how do you keep track of all those verticals if they don't tell you it's released? Because actually, I started a forum where people can write to me if they've seen a vertical that I did not add to my list, because
Um,
it's impossible for me to keep track of all those new verticals.
I have the luck that Ukrainian verticals are published only on Real Short, Drama Box, Drama Wave, Drama Shorts, Drama Pops, My Drama, Good Short. So 7 apps until
Yeah.
now. While the first vertical came out on Drama Wave or on Drama Pops, it was just by mistake that I found it out. And actually, in my Discord channel, I have a section, it's called New Releases. And I wish that everyone who sees something like, hey, I've been on this app, I saw an ad, there's a new vertical coming out. The name is, and it's you can see it on this app. They don't need to give me all the actor names or the role names. I can take a look, but give me the hint. But unfortunately, I am mostly the only one who's looking for that.
Yeah.
And for example, with the Faye vertical, which is coming out in a few days, I only, because I didn't been in this app for a while, it's on Drama Box. I had recently a recording for the Magic Behind Ukrainian Actors with the showrunner Anastasia Filolenko. And she told me she's excited because she was working on this project. And she said she's so excited it's coming out. And I said, oh my God, I have to watch it because it's a genre which we didn't had. But sometimes, really, just sometimes, some fan pages send me a message, hey, did you see there's something? But usually I'm doing it myself.
My biggest support at this point are subscriber chats, because there are so many people and they only not only watch the shows of the one we're subscribed to, but to other actors as well. Like someone is a very huge fan from Griffin Plaza, for example. And did you see the new one? And or there are others, and ask the one who's known for being a huge fan. Did you already see this one on that app? Because oh, it was so amazing. I loved it. And that's how I usually find the new verticals. And I worked on the list yesterday in the evening and I had trouble finding one specific vertical. And I thought, I have the name, I have the actors, but I don't know the app. Let's check the actor for that one. And I went to his profile and it wasn't there. And
Mm.
I thought, what the, but it has to be there. I went to his IMDb profile and I saw I missed 16 of his verticals. And I mean, 16 is such a huge number.
Yes.
And of course, I added them while I was in his profile, but that's the same for every single actor I have in this list. And I mean, I have more than 200 actors in my list.
Yeah.
And I still keep adding. I have my private spreadsheet where I prepare everything for the
Hmm.
spreadsheet everyone else can see. And when I added the vertical to the actor, I marked the cell in green. And I have almost 100 verticals where I added mostly the male actor, but not the female actress, because I don't have them in the list yet. And yeah, it's so much to
Yeah. That's
do.
I must admit I'm so happy that I have some admins in my fandom who helping me out a lot because on one point you can't do it alone no more because there's too much to do. For example, I said I'm more a talker than a texter. I'm really bad in writing descriptions because vertical description because I'm not writing reviews because with my descriptions I want to just tell everyone what is the story about without spoiling too much and don't tell the end. I want to make the audience curious to watch this vertical. So I'm not writing them. I have their team who's doing such a great job. But still, there's so administration stuff behind the scene, what we have to do. It's crazy. And like I said, because of my mental health problems, I'm not able at the moment to do as much as I should and would. I'm a little bit behind that, but it's pretty hard to keep track.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
because until a few weeks ago, real life always is on number one for everyone. They didn't have the time to help me. And I really felt like, hey, it's getting too much for me. Because on one point, if you have to take care of so many actors, it's really getting too much. And I'm so
Yes,
thankful that
yes.
we only have these few apps where Ukrainian verticals are published. Because if there would be more, it would be hard to keep track.
I'm so with you. During the holidays, I didn't work on the list at all because I was so exhausted from work, from kids, trying to find a new home for us and all that stuff. I didn't do anything on the list. I have this one woman who keeps sending me verticals with the actor, with the app,
Oh,
and so
great.
detailed. And I'm so grateful. But in the last few weeks, I wasn't able to even open the file where she saves them. And I hopefully will manage pretty soon. But I decided that 2026 is going to be the year where I come first because the last years everyone else came first. My kids, my work, this list, everything had more priority than myself. And it brought me to a point of maximum exhaustion. And I
Yeah.
didn't work at all. I did not celebrate Christmas last year.
Yeah, me
Um,
either.
my kids got their present. I went down to eat with them on on Christmas Eve, but that was it. That was just it. And the list helps me to get my life back in order because I have to do something,
Yeah.
but I have to listen to my body and
Yeah.
not do after exhaustion. And I have this little helper. I'm not sure if she's okay if I mention her name, so I won't do that just yet. There might be a point where she gets a official thank you on my channel. But yeah, I have one person who sends verticals to me. So
Hmm.
I want to credit that. But beside
Thank you
that,
for this angel, but
yes,
also
thank
thank you to my angels who are helping me. Because it's okay that you ask for help. It's totally okay. You don't have to do all that alone. And after I showed my helpers or my supporters what I'm actually doing, they been shocked at the beginning how much that is. And they ask, how do you do that? How is it able to do so much? I mean, on Instagram, Facebook, you maybe don't see it as much. But for example, if I'm posting my vertical descriptions, these presentation pics need to be created. And it's not
yeah.
done in 5 minutes. And especially if there are many verticals coming out. And I mean, a few weeks ago, I told the ladies, hey, for the descriptions, there are 20 verticals where we have to write the descriptions, which we didn't do yet. I can't post anything at the moment. And then they started like rockets, and they are so fast right now and doing such a good job that I can't do my job. But there are so many verticals where we have to do it, and it's not like that. You have to think about the Fandom Friday, which I have. I have there a great lady who's thinking about those questions. That's amazing. I will introduce my helpers soon too. So right now I'm not naming names either, but I have the ladies who writing the descriptions. I have the ladies if I fill out, hey, new release. They fill out my Excel sheet where I'm writing down all the filmographies in it before I'm posting it on Discord. They filling out these Excel sheets. Then they posting it on Discord. So if there's, for example, if there's an actor and we missed one show, which is maybe 2 years old, we have to delete everything to write it new because it's the stupid way how Discord is working, you know? But without their help, I couldn't do that.
Yes.
Especially before I started taking antidepressivum because of my depression. I take it since September. I slowed down a lot because sometimes I woke up in the morning and until I went to bed, I was sitting here on my desk and I was working and I just stood up to use a restroom and eat something. But the rest I was working. And yes, I need to do that for myself to not go insane in total. But we have to lean back a little bit and slow down.
Yeah, it's a full-time job, honestly.
Actually, it's a full-time job. So if there's out there a sponsor who want to donate us for a full-time job, I don't have a job
Really.
at the moment. I guess Vicky is looking for a new one as well. We are open.
Oh, but I'm still employed. I'm still employed.
But that wouldn't be a problem. But until everything is settled, you could go there. But anyway, no. But actually, it's not just a hobby. It's kind of like a full-time job. So if
Yeah.
I would become sick now and really sick, and I couldn't, for example, I would have a cold and have fever and couldn't do anything, that would be bad for this page. And I mean, me personally, my private account, I don't care about follower. I don't care about likes and comments. Sure, if the people interact with me, it's great, but it's not important to me because I never been like that. But for the fandom, it's important that you interact with us, our postings, maybe comment it, maybe just post a smiley in it or an emoji. The algorithm is going on because only if this is working fine, it's we can show these absolutely amazing talents to more people, you know? It's so important. So even if you don't want to answer in full sentence, if you like something, put a smiley emoji in it. If you don't like something, what I don't believe, but anyway, just give us an interaction. That would be cool.
Yeah.
I guess it's the same with you, right? Because sometimes, if right now for me, it's getting better that the community is interacting more. But there was a time while I really thought I'm doing this all for myself. No one
Yeah.
reacted, or barely someone reacted. No one is commenting it or sharing it, nothing. And I really thought I let it go. I stopped that. I'm closing this fandom because I'm not just doing it for myself.
Been there. It's
I guess every fan
absolutely
page
the
is on
same.
one point at this point.
I think it depends because actually, when I see like a review, for example, from a fan page, for example, the actors usually share them, and my list gets shared by like 30 to 40%, maybe. The last two I posted were Ben Whalen and Buddy Kane. They both
Yeah.
shared my list. But the two I posted prior to them, they did not share. And it's some of the actors share it, some don't, and it's most of
I
the
mean,
time just
it's
me.
would yeah, it would be even helpful if they repost it. You know,
Yeah,
they don't have to put it on their feed if they don't want to. They don't have to put it in their story, but repost it. So there always be people who is taking a look at something like that. And I said, it's really necessary that there's more interaction.
yeah.
But anyway, is there anything what you want to say to the audience, to the actors? Do you have any words?
Yeah, to the actors, keep the good work coming in. Yeah, and to the fans, be kind to everyone, especially to the actors, because they actually not only have one fan, they have most likely many more, thousands, and they get so many messages. So if they don't reply or just like and don't reply, don't be mad because you're not the only one.
Yes. And it's always, how would my grandma say it? It's always the tone makes the music.
Yes, all
Don't
German
demand
sayings.
anything. And they are busy. They are busy bees. And even if we have some actors with who we are in a regular basis in contact, there are times that we don't talk to them in weeks.
Yes,
And that's totally fine. And the most important thing in this community, be kind.
yes, exactly, exactly. It's
Treat others like you want to be treated.
exactly.
I guess those are great last words because our conversation, I mean, we both could go on talking for hours, but
Yes,
we don't want to do it as long as needed. But Vicky, I thank you so much that you joined me, and I wish you a lot of success with your page
thank you.
because you're
For you
doing
too.
So, thank you, because you're doing such a great job with it and it's an important job. Like I said, not just the fans want to know in which vertical the actors acted in, even the actors lost the overview of their own project. So it's always a win-win situation.
Yes.
And we're doing really good. But anyway, I wish you a great day because we are in the same time zone. I guess you live around 2.5 hours away from me by car.
Yeah, yeah. If I have a free autobahn, I think I could manage in less than 2 hours.
Yeah, because we have the German Autobahn, and on some areas we don't have speed limit. So we're not that far away from each other. But anyway, Vicky, I'm gonna talk to you soon
Yes.
and have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.